Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our second chapter, acid, bases and salts. All the compounds which exist in our nature are classified into three categories: acids, bases and salts. In the previous class, in the grade 7th, you have studied about acid, bases and salt. In 10th, we are going to have a deep study of acid, bases and salts. The question arises, what are acids? As you know, acids are the substance which have sour taste. Means the substance which are sour in the taste are called acids. Like lemon, orange, tomato, vinegar, etc. These all are the substances which are sour in the taste. Curd is also an acid because it is sour in the taste. So substances which are sour in the taste come under the category of acids. Then what are bases? Bases are the substances which have a bitter taste, like baking soda, washing soda. Okay, bitter means kadwa. So bases are the substances which are bitter in taste, like bitter gourd. They come under bases. The third category are salts. Salts are the compound formed from acid and bases. So, like we use sodium chloride, common salt in the home. It is salty in taste. So they come under salts. Magnesium chloride, calcium carbonate, calcium chloride. These are all salts. So now the question arises, how to test that the given substance is an acid basis without tasting it? These are the natural existing substance like lemon, orange, you can taste it. But if I give you an acid, how can you say that it is an acid without tasting it? So to get the answer of this question, we have to test to distinguish between acid and bases. We have a test to distinguish between acid and bases. If I give you 3 solutions and ask you to identify among these solutions what are acid, which is base and which is a neutral or a salt solution. So for this we have to use a substance called as indicators. So what are these acid base indicators? There are many substances which show one color in acidic medium and a different color in basic medium. Such substances are called as acid basis indicators. Once again, we are going to repeat the definition. Indicators. What are indicators? Indicators are substances which show one color in acidic medium and a different color in a basic medium. Such substances are called as acid basis indicators. Now, depending upon the property of the indicator, we have 2 types of acid base indicators. These indicators can be of 2 types. First, indicator showing different color in acidic and basic medium. Suppose if we take that indicator and put into an acid solution, it shows a color either to pink or purple or orange, anything. So first category of acid base indicator is indicator showing different colors in acidic and basic medium. The second category, indicators giving different orders in acidic and basic medium. One indicator, it changes the color of the solution. The other indicator changes the smell of the solution. So first, indicator showing different color in acidic and basic medium. Have you heard about litmus? So litmus, like indicators, we are taking just an example and showing its color in different acidic and basic solution. Suppose if you take litmus paper. If you take litmus paper, whether it is red or blue, okay, the color in the litmus can exist in the form of litmus paper, it can exist in the form of solution. So the color in the neutral solution, suppose if you take a neutral solution like water, if you add litmus solution to it, it changes to purple color. Or a salt solution, you can take any salt solution, and if you add the litmus solution, it changes into purple color. Color in acidic medium, if you add litmus solution in the acid solution, it changes into red color. Similarly, in the basic solution, it changes into blue. So this is an indicator which shows different color in the different solution. In acidic, if I have given you three solution, as one acid solution, one basic solution, and one is a neutral. Suppose I have given you a litmus solution, litmus paper. Suppose litmus paper I have given you. If you dip the litmus paper in acidic, then it changes into blue, changes into red. And if red changes into blue, then it is a basic solution. If I give you a litmus solution and the color in the neutral solution, if it shows a purple color, then it is a neutral solution. If it shows a red color, it is a acidic solution. And if it shows the blue color, it is a basic solution. Similarly, red cabbage. Red cabbage is also a natural indicator. This red cabbage, take a small leaf of the red cabbage and dip it in the neutral solution, it will be in the form of red. Then the solution is neutral. Acidic solution it is red in color. But in basic solution, the red cabbage leaf changes into green color. So we can test the red cabbage as the indicator. We can use the red cabbage as an indicator. Phenolphthalein. In the neutral solution, it is colorless. In acidic solution, it is colorless. But in basic solution, it changes the basic solution into pink. Methyl orange. The name indicates orange. So it is orange in color. In the neutral solution, it remains as orange. In acidic, it changes into red. And in basic solution, it changes into yellow. So you can get a 1 mark question from these. What happens when phenolphthalein is added to a acidic solution? It remains colorless. If methyl orange is added to a basic solution, it is yellow in color. So you can get a 1 mark question from this. This phenolphthalein and methyl orange are synthetic indicators. They are man-made indicators, whereas the litmus and red cabbage are natural indicators. Okay, litmus and red cabbage are natural indicators. You can also take China rose in this natural indicators. But phenolphthaleins and methyl orange, they are synthetic indicators. That is, they are man-made indicators. Next, indicators giving different order in the acidic or basic medium. Now, different orders means different smell. Such indicators are called as olfactory indicators. What are these olfactory indicators? There are some substance which gives one type of odor in acidic medium, one type of smell in acidic medium, and a different odor in a basic medium. Means the smell changes in basic medium. In acidic medium also there is a different smell, and in basic medium also there is a different smell. Such indicators are called as olfactory indicators. Example: onion, vanilla essence, clove oil. So you can get 1 mark question. What are olfactory indicators? Give example of olfactory indicators. The olfactory indicators are the indicators which give one type of odor in acidic medium and different odor in basic medium. Such kind of indicators are called as olfactory indicators. Example: onion, vanilla essence, clove oil. So when you take onion and put it into the acidic solution, it changes, the onion smell changes. Similarly, if it is in the basic, it also changes. Okay, what are olfactory indicators and examples? Now we are going to do the in-text question of page 18. You are provided with the 3 test tube. Listen to the question. You are provided with the 3 test tube. One of them contains distilled water and other 2 contains acidic and basic solution respectively. If you are given only red litmus paper, how will you identify the content of each test tube? So we know that litmus paper, red litmus paper, 3 solutions are there. Take the red litmus paper, dip into all the 3 solution. If the red changes into blue, then it is acid. In base, it will remain as red. In neutral, it will remain as red. So if we dip the given red litmus paper in each of the 3 test tube, the test tube in which the red litmus turns to blue contains the basic solution. Only through the red litmus you can identify only the basic solution. But the other 2 solutions are left, that is the basic solution and water. In both the solution, if you dip the red litmus, it will remain as red. So these both solutions we cannot identify which is basic and which is neutral. Only in the question only red litmus paper is given. So only one solution you can identify and remaining 2 solutions cannot be identified from that. Today till here we are going to complete our topic. Thank you.